Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this session. Today's session will discuss about the characteristics of SCR and the application of SCR. So in the last session we discussed about introduction to the SCR. The SCR is the 4-terminal 3-junction device. 4 layers are indicated as P and PN. It is having the 3 terminals: anode, cathode and gate. Then we discussed about circuit symbol and basic operation of SCR. Then 2-transistor model, the switching action and working of 2-transistor model. Then discussed commutation, 2 types of commutation: natural commutation and forced commutation. Today we will discuss about SCR characteristics. Here the SCR characteristics is given in the figure number 5b, and the simple circuit is also mentioned in the 5a, the SCR symbol. Here anode is connected to the positive terminal, anode is connected to positive and cathode is connected to negative, and there is a current flowing through a gate terminal that indicated as IG. The current from anode to cathode is denoted as IA. The direction is from anode to cathode, and the voltage applied across the SCR is given by the forward voltage, that is represented as V subscript forward voltage. The VI characteristics in x-axis will represent the voltage across the SCR, the voltage applied across the SCR, and the y-axis will represent the anode current, that is represented as denoted as IA. Now from these characteristics there are 3 regions are mentioned. One is forward conducting region, the second one is forward blocking region, and third one is reverse breakdown or reverse blocking region. I mentioned it is a 4-layer device and it's having 3 junctions, and based on the junction we can represent it as a forward conduction region, forward blocking region and the reverse blocking region. Now the reverse blocking region, SCR is in the off state, so there is a small current which is flowing through the SCR. It is just like your diode under reverse bias condition. So under reverse bias condition the SCR is in off state, so there is a small current which is flowing through a SCR. That current we'll call it as reverse current or reverse saturation current. That current exists based on the phenomena of avalanche and Zener breakdown. And this region, as I mentioned, is a reverse blocking region, and the current value is very small, and when it reaches a breakdown region, that voltage will mention it as a breakdown voltage, and there will be increase in the current. So this is about reverse characteristics. Now the forward characteristics, if I'll go on increase this voltage, that is forward voltage, the voltage applied across the SCR, so in terms of 0 and then 0.1, 0.2, I'll increase in terms of positive voltage. Then when I'll consider the current IG, the gate current is 0, then it will, you can here observe here the different forward voltage VF2, so VF3, VF2, VF1, VF, and this is called as a VF break core voltage. When current IG is equal to 0 and at a large forward voltage, your SCR is going to conducting state. The conducting state, when I'm going to apply this voltage, when it's a large voltage, the SCR will go from forward blocking mode to a forward conduction mode. That indicates that the SCR is in on state. Generally is in the here it is SCR is in off, and here also in blocking region also generally we consider it as an off state only. When this voltage which exceeds the breaker voltage, and it will go from off state to on state. So that is Ig is equal to 0. Now if I'll increase the magnitude of this current, if I have sufficient gate voltage here, then the current will increase. That is, if it is Ig is 0 here and the Ig1 is greater than 0, then I can observe that the breakdown voltage, the voltage, forward voltage is less compared to when it is required for when Ig is equal to 0. So that your SCR will go from forward blocking mode to conduction mode a little bit early. Again, if I'll increase the current, that is gate current, Ig, that is mentioned as Ig2 here, and again your SCR go from forward blocking mode to conduction mode, it will take place a little bit fast. And the last current is mentioned is Ig3, which is greater than Ig2, greater than Ig1 and greater than 0. So the switching action will take place a little bit early. Now the SCR is going from off state to on state very fast. So this is about the characteristics, and this region we'll call it as a forward conducting region. And here it is because of the gate voltage or gate current, your SCR is going to a conducting state, from forward blocking state to a forward conducting state. So this is about the characteristics. And here one current is mentioned, IH, that is called as a holding current. It is actually the current which is required from turn on state to a turn off state. So we'll discuss all these parameters in the next. We'll discuss about that, all the parameters of SCRs and all. The various parameters of importance are described below. The first one is forward breakcore voltage. It is the voltage at which for a given Ig, the SCR enters into a conduction mode. This voltage reduces as Ig increases. It is represented in the characteristics or a graph. It is the voltage for a respective values of a gate current. And as the Ig increases, the forward voltage is also reduces. The second parameter is holding current. We'll denote it as IH. It is the value of the anode current below which the SCR switches from conduction state to forward blocking region. So as I mentioned, conduction state means SCR is turned on state, and the forward blocking region means SCR is in the off state. So it will switches from on to off. That the minimum current required to maintain that, it is called as holding current. Then one more current we'll call it as a latching current, IL. It is the minimum value of anode current required to keep the SCR turned on after removing the gate signal. If I remove the gate signal, the current is required to turn on the SCR. That current we'll call it as latching current, and the condition is latching current is always greater than holding current. And the next parameter is forward conduction region. It is a region in which SCR is on or short circuited and is in conduction mode. In this region, the SCR conducts forward current from anode to cathode. So forward block conduction mode means the SCR is always in the on state only. And forward and reverse blocking region. These are the regions in which the SCR is off or open circuited and no current flows from anode to cathode. So here in both the conditions, SCR is in off state. Either it is in the reverse blocking region or forward blocking region. It is mentioned in the graph. One is in the reverse characteristics, other one below that forward characteristics, that is forward blocking region. And the last parameter is reverse breakdown voltage. It is the reverse anode to cathode voltage at which Zener or avalanche breakdown of the device takes place and current rises abruptly. So as I mentioned, it is same as diode under reverse bias condition. In reverse bias condition, generally the current which is flowing through a diode is very small. We'll call that current as reverse saturation current. So when it reaches a breakdown voltage, when it crosses a breakdown voltage, there will be a sudden increase in the current. That is mainly due to Zener and avalanche breakdown. The same type of phenomena you can observe in SCR also. So these are the parameters. So then we'll discuss about application of SCR. So SCR is widely used in power control application. It has a wide range of application including rectifiers, a regulated power supply, DC to AC conversion, relay control, time delay circuits, and many more. In this, we are discussing some basic application of SCR. As I mentioned, it is one of the power control device used in many applications, in inverters, in choppers, or in control rectifiers will use this. And newer syllabus, they mentioned one simple basic application, that is variable resistance phase control. And here I am having an input voltage, sine wave sinusoidal signal, and I'll get the rectified output. And here I need to control the output of this output. I have to vary this. I want to conduct from 0 to 90 degree, or I need to conduct only from 0 to around 150 degree, or in between 90 to 180 degree. All of that is possible by using some external circuit rectifiers. So this is a circuit diagram for a variable resistance phase control using SCR, and it's here it is represented the firing angle and the graph everything. And one is with the beta is 180 degree minus alpha, another one is with alpha is less than 90 degree. And here you can observe this circuit diagram. Here I have used one resistance RL and I used SCR. And this circuit looks like a rectifier circuit, a simple half-wave rectifier. But here I connected a SCR instead of a diode. Now, to control the phase angle, I used three components here, the two resistance R and R1. It is mainly used to limit the flow of gate current. One is fixed resistance, other one is variable resistance. And the one more is a diode, and it is mainly used to limit the flow of reverse gate current, because you know that in the diode, when it is forward bias, there is a flow of current. It is reverse bias, no current, so diode is in the open state. So to limit the flow of reverse current. Now here I will apply a signal, input signal, then SCR will go to a turn on state and will get the output. And now I need to control the phase angle. I need to control this output. For that, I use these two resistance. One is R, this is a fixed resistance, and the one is R1. And I will increase or decrease the value of this one. This is, as I mentioned, this is a variable resistance. If I will increase, then there will be a current will be reduced. If I decrease, the current will be increased. So this gate current is required to turn on this SCRLB depends on this particular resistance R1. In the large value of R1, then current reduces, then the magnitude of the current is also, the gate current is also be less. If I use a small value of R1, then current value will be more, and this will drive a transistor switching action takes place a little bit fast. Now, when negative gate current will come to this is connected to cathode, so this diode will become reverse bias. There is no flow of current, so this circuit will become open. Now in this waveform, as I mentioned, this is called as a firing angle, and this can be controlled. This output can be controlled based on this distance R1. And initial, for a particular time, you will take this gate current. There is no gate current. The gate current is 0. When I increase this, there will be increase in the gate current, and till this alpha, it is not conducting. After alpha, they will get the output. So here you can observe, in this waveform you can observe correctly. Till alpha, the output is 0. After alpha, there will be output and will get the rectified output. Whereas by using a diode, it is not possible to control the output. And if it is being forward bias and diode is conducting, you will get a output. When diode is not conducting, you will not get the output. Whereas in this circuit, you can control the output by varying the values of resistance. It is R1 and R2, you can vary it. So this is about another basic application of an SCR to control the output. So this is called the variable resistance is control using SCR. SCR characteristics and the application of SCR. SCR characteristics, that is the VI characteristics of SCR, and then we defined some of the parameters. Then we discussed about the basic application of SCR, and this SCR is used in many applications, but in your syllabus only one application is mentioned, that is the phase control application of SCR. So this is about SCR. Thank you.